Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we'll have to watch the guys up front. The Jets are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against a Dolphins team that will need to deal with that all game.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go! 38!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd. 41 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down.
Let's go! Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Throwing, Hundley. And incomplete to open things up.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Hundley. Rifles one incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll go again with Bell. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go. 1, 9.
He'll drop to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Again, it's Bell. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. To the left side here for Eifert. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had Had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
To throw is Dobbs. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Anderson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And all the way down to the 27. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex Ohio. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Come on, let's go.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him. Thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. They come out here in the eye. Now a give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And that makes it 14-10. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and now it's second down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Being chased out left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Let's go!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
They'll run it with Bell. They find some open field here. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Bryant. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go!
Now Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Here we go!
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Le'Veon Bell. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They go play action here on 1st down. and he hits Jermaine Kearse. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Eddie Goldman in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
Come on, let's go. White, 90. White, flex round. Flex round.
Throwing here, Dobbs. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Eddie Goldman, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
All of that. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nazir Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening, Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Dobbs. Room to run inside the 40. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Let's go.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Dobbs now on second down. He finds his running back, Hyde. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Finding Gabriel complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. On first down, Dobbs to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Ryan Anderson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He finds Humphreys. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Now a play fake here on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On second down, Dobbs. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. The Jets on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go.
Now Dobbs. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
Now they send a man in motion right. Here we go. It's Gurley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Let's go.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the D looking like they may blitz. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And the Lions have scored again, widening their lead even further. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. He's going to let it fly. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they help.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Caught Eifert over the middle. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Give him 28 yards on that one. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. A 4th quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans They've got it in cruise control right now. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Let's go.
To throw is Dobbs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing, Hundley. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Hundley. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route.